Pekka, how did you find carnivore?
Well, I had been on keto for 15 months. I had some health problems in 2021, and I was advised to try ketogenic diet. I hadn't heard anything about it, and I started to investigate and got interested and decided to start to try keto, and it worked really well. It solved my health problems. I had been diagnosed epilepsy and hypertension, and well, I did take the epilepsy medication for 2 years before I quit. But anyway, I was doing fine with keto, but I felt that something was missing because my athletic performance, I still needed to load carbs for my tennis training. So I thought that this is not perfect yet. This is really good, but not perfect. And little by little, I got to see more carnivore influencers on YouTube. The algorithm pointed me towards them, Ken Berry, for example, and then probably it was Bat K who said that you need zero carbs, like your alias, for any athlete any sports, and I decided to try it. And after a bit of hesitation, I went to zero carb, and it was really wonderful when I found out that I could perform as well as with carb loading without any carbs. And
Wow.
actually, for me, better because then I didn't have to uh, do any loading even during. Because if I was to run out of energy, then I needed to load again carbs. But now I didn't have to. So now
That's
I
fantastic.
do everything fasted.
Wow. So that's tennis and what other things?
Well, tennis actually. Well, I do some uh, light calisthenics, some dumbbells and push-ups and stuff.
Wow. So it is you can do this fasted, but I also imagine your energy is probably better than it was before when you weren't fasted.
Yeah.
Wow. Nice. Um, and in the time that you went keto and then onto carnivore, you've never had any recurrence of anything related to the epilepsy?
No.
Wow.
So I really talked after 2 years of taking the medication. I spoke with my neurologist, and he agreed that we can stop. We made another set of exams, and even the first exams didn't show anything. It was just that because I had some two faintings, I I it was a clinical diagnosis.
And along the way, have you noticed any other changes with your health?
Well, of course, mental clarity. It came already with keto, but it has continued, or maybe even gotten better. I'm still so happy that I wake up. I wake up rested, and I have energy until the evening. The same energy, the constant energy. Well, it's the blood sugar. No fluctuation with blood sugar levels.
That's fantastic. So, how are you eating day to day now?
Well, it's mainly OMAD. Sometimes twice a day. Rarely 3 times, but it may happen.
Right. And is that like steak and eggs, ground beef and eggs, that
Ground
kind of
beef
thing?
and eggs.
What are people's reactions around you? Do they think it's a bit strange, or are they
Yes,
used to it now?
yes, they are. Well, they still many people still think that it's strange, but I have managed to convince a couple of friends, not
Wow.
100% carnivore, but still like 90 something. They may have their cheat days or so.
Yeah. What was the point that made them interested? Why
Well,
why
well,
did
my
they
my
want to try?
condition, because they saw how I became.
Right. So has there been weight loss involved as well for you?
Yeah,
Yeah. How much weight did you lose?
I initially lost some 20 kilos, but some of it has come back. But I'd like to believe that it's in muscle,
Right.
because my waistline is really good. I fit to clothing that I had 30 years ago when I was 20 years. Now I'm
Oh,
52.
wow. Wow. Um, and so from when you started keto kind of back 2021,
Yeah, and the carnivore
uh,
I started in the beginning of 2023.
wow, so that's coming up in 3 years now.
Yeah, it's coming up to 3 years. I started
Wow,
half a year after you, wasn't you? You started in the mid 22, wasn't it?
that's right. Yeah. I see. Okay. Wow. So you've influenced some friends around you. What part of Finland do you live in?
Well, I live partly in the capital and partly in the eastern Finland, where my parents and son are living now.
I see. Is it expensive to buy meat in Finland?
Well, compared to Brazil, where I had lived for 20 years, it's the ground beef is double the price, and steaks are even more. They may be 3 4 times depending on the cut.
So, like, what would the cost be for, say, if you wanted to get a kilo of ground beef or 500
Well,
grams of ground beef?
kilo of ground beef is between 8 and 11 12 euros. It's still reasonable, because the normal lunch here is 13 euros 50 cents, like a normal employee lunch.
Right,
I
right.
don't
Yeah,
spend that much on a day's nutrition.
yeah. I was gonna say, like, compared to Japan prices, it's pretty much it sounds almost the same. Um, so does anyone does anyone think it's strange that you're not eating lunch at work?
Yeah, maybe, but actually I go to work only. Uh, well, I'm like a telework mainly.
Oh, okay. That makes it a lot easier.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does this feel like it's the kind of way you could eat forever?
Yeah, well, almost 3 years now, and it's just the fact that I wanted to do this returning interview, because we had ours. It was in the January 24, like 1 year and almost 2 years ago only.
And has anything changed for you in that time?
My conviction. It's like I commented that time that I still had my occasional cheat days, and they have become ever so more, how do you say, rarer.
Yeah, yeah, much rarer. Because you just feel so good.
Yeah, so I don't want to compromise this good feeling to sugar hangover. the main reason that I wanted to make this update review was that my my addiction, sugar addiction, we all are sugar addicts, but it has become even weaker. Like last time I had chocolate, it was in June, and it tasted more sugar than chocolate. I don't know if they changed the recipe too because chocolate has become more expensive. My favorite chocolate wasn't as good as I imagined it to be.
Yeah, that's the thing, it never really is, and it's only good for those few seconds where it's on your tongue, and then it's
But it wasn't even for those few seconds. So it was like not like now closing 4 years in low carb lifestyle, ketogenic and carnivore together. And only now I can say that I'm really stronger than my addiction.
that's all. You know why this is important? It's because it's really good to hear from someone who has been through years of still feeling there's an addiction there, but and knowing that you can finally get over it.
And I'm still like I'm permitting myself. I'm like I still have the that once per week I could have a cheat treat if I wanted to, but I'm not wanting anymore.
Oh,
It's like
wow.
3 months from my last chocolate
Wow.
bite.
And so if you are walking past a chocolate shop or something like that, um, has the emotional connection gone now? You can walk past it and not really feel anything?
Maybe there's still something left, but it's still easy because it's so easy not to buy.
Wow. That's awesome that you're almost completely over it. That's fantastic.
Well, I don't think we never get
No,
completely
I
over.
mean, if one bite of something like that touched my lips, I'd be straight back down the rabbit hole, you know? That's why I've got to completely abstain from this stuff. Um, wow. So only eating 1 meal a day and then not having the feeling of, you know, being addicted to the chocolate and other things. That must kind of free your mind up a lot to actually kind of be more
Yeah,
focused and more
yeah,
productive?
yeah. You use it the word freedom. It's what I really feel like now for the first time ever that I'm free from
Ah,
sugar.
that's fantastic. That's awesome. Um, so when your friends said to you, "Look, I'm gonna try this," how did you give them any advice or tips?
Yeah, of course, and I'm more than willing to support anyone who wants to try.
So did you advise them to kinda just get started straight away, just meat and eggs, or kinda go slowly, go keto first, that kind of thing?
No, to go slowly because I had the keto flu when I started, and it wasn't nice. So, and I quit like uh, I went straight to very low carb. So it was kind of to be expected to have the keto flu symptoms. But I advise everybody to reduce carbs slowly.
Right. And are you taking any, supplements or electrolytes or anything like that?
No.
Right.
I try to remember to put salt sometimes in my
Mm.
water.
And do you put a lot of salt on your food?
It's all the time less salt, and I still salt my ground beef when I cook it, but the other meats I cook them and salt afterwards only.
Right. Okay. And you said that sometimes you're living in the same place as your parents. What do they think about it?
Yeah. Well, they are quite old, so they still they are still digesting it after all these years. But I have managed to introduce something to their diet too. Like I finally got my father to quit the morning porridge, which is really traditional here in Finland. So it's more eggs and bacon and yogurt and cheese.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, and it's so good that he's moved over like that because he probably enjoys that more anyway, but now he can do it without feeling guilty, right?
Yeah, well, it's well like if he has I ate porridge also like decades, and but it never satiated me. I always got hungry after.
Mm.
But some people do say that they feel fine after porridge, so I don't know. So, everybody is different.
Yeah, yeah. I think my personality or my physiology or whatever is very similar to yours. Like something like porridge, oatmeal, anything like that, that can never satiate me. You know, once I finish
Yeah,
one
it
bowl,
was
I'm thinking about the next one.
yeah, and all the propaganda said that eat porridge it keeps you satiated for a long time, but it never worked for me. So I was really like uh, riddled.
Yeah. And how are the things in Finland with nutrition guidelines? Is it very similar to the food pyramid?
Yes, it's our recommendation is 350 grams per week. It's 50 grams per day. It's ridiculous.
Of lean meat.
Yeah, of red meat.
Yeah. It's yeah, it's like that's a mouthful for me.
Yeah, yeah. My meat is 2 pounds. It's like 800 grams that I eat per day.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Well, you know, we're doing really well not following those guidelines. So
Yeah,
that's all we need to say about the guidelines, right?
yeah. And it's funny because I was remembering our previous interview. How was the situation then? I rewatched it to remind me about what I said then. But like, not many things have changed in 2 years. The propaganda still goes against meat. And it's funny because in Facebook I get quite a lot of uh, vegetarian and vegan propaganda. The algorithms for some reason brings me those kind of propaganda too.
Yeah. Yeah, I sometimes get that in YouTube. Like YouTube will randomly start recommending vegan channels and all that kind of thing, you
But
know.
YouTube is quite interesting because it was YouTube that brought me to carnivore
Mm.
after I had studied keto.
Yeah, it's interesting, you know, like YouTube's algorithm has been very good at bringing a lot of people into carnivore. From my perspective, I feel the more it grows, the harder it is for people who don't like it to push back.
Yeah, well, you are doing your part greatly with your interviews at least.
Cheers. Um, so Pekka, if people want to reach out to you, do you have any social media?
Yeah, yeah, I can send you again those my links there. I have Facebook, Instagram, and
No, no worries. Well, I'll link to all your socials in the show notes. Becca, thank you so much for coming back on and letting us know how things are going. I really appreciate your time.
Thank you. I really hope that we get the message one by one. Every person is important. If we can convince one person and they find out they can improve their health, then they are joining forces with us, and little by little we can spread the word.